I had a friend. Yeah, I had a friend. I had a friend once who would answer your sentence or complete your sentence before you had finished and then just take off in the direction that she assumed we were all going because she'd finished my sentence the way she thought she was. Do you have friends like that? Anyway. Oh, crazy. So, good morning. This is Aunt Beth. Welcome to my lamppost. So, I want to talk to you about why I don't have a dog. But there's a parallel thread underneath this that I want you to pay attention to. That's how do you solve a hurt in your life? Okay, or a need in your life. The past doesn't always work. You know what's tried and true in the past might not work this time. And that's what I'm really talking about. But why I don't have a dog. I used to have a dog. I grew up in a dog family. No slam against cats, okay? I'm allergic to cats. So, but my dad grew up with dogs, plural, okay? Not his mom, not his family. I think they had one, but his grandmother also had crows and skunks. She must have been a character. I never met her. Anyway, so, and we're talking big dogs, knee-high and bigger, you know, collies and labs and golden retrievers, and usually 2 at a time, okay? Love dogs. In fact, one time, my dad said, I want a calendar for the year, and I want it to be, everybody take a picture with your dogs. Like, okay. So, easy to do. So anyway, and when we all got together, everybody brought their dogs, so that was a zoo, you know. Luckily, the dogs all got along, but they were all big dogs for the most part. My baby sister did have a rugrat one time. So anyway, I digress. So life changes, and now that I am so unexpectedly retired, my friends are saying, you need a dog. You know, the friend that spits out the direction and then heads off. I'm not so sure. There's nothing wrong in going slow. In fact, you know, Proverbs talks about pondering the path of your feet. Is there a need there for community? Yes. But my life has changed, and I'm not so sure that having a dog would be the right way to solve that problem. And in fact, it's almost a cheat code to avoid forcing me into spending time with people because you have your dog. So, was a dog right for me in the past? Absolutely. I loved my dog. Okay. But not now. You know, because it's almost a cheat code to avoid being with people. And you also have to take a look at cost. Cost of food, cost of the vet bills, grooming, you know, all that kind of stuff. But also cost as far as schedule, time. Do I really want to be like walking a dog 2 or 3, 4 times a day, or not being able to, having to cut short time with friends because I gotta run back and take care of my dog? Or do I want to have the expense of putting the dog up at a kennel when I go on missions trips? It's not fair to the dog, and that's an expense. In the past, a dog was the right answer, and a dog brought a lot of comfort and company. But it was a different place in my life where I was working crazy hours, and the little boy next door, that's how he got his spending money. They had a dog also, and he would come over and get my dog, and they would play, and then the dog would stay at their house right next door until just before I got home. Well, that was a fabulous situation. And the dog was a blessing to my life instead of an entanglement, I guess. But dogs are very comforting, and they make me laugh and enjoy them tremendously. But I think it's a cheat code for solving the larger issue of we need community as people. And it's easy to avoid because I have my dog. I don't need a person on the surface. So that's the top theme, but I think the underlying theme that I hope to encourage you about is solving a problem in your life. What's worked in the past might not work this time because your life has changed. And just slapping a Band-Aid over a situation may cause more problems than solve issues, and maybe you're solving the wrong problem. Maybe there's a different way forward. You know, the word says, ponder the path of your feet and count the cost. So as much as I love dogs, it's not the right decision for me right now. And I wrote down some thoughts. I want to make sure. Yeah, how do you solve your problems? Sometimes the easy solution or the solution that worked in the past isn't the right one. In my family, everybody still has dogs, except for me. So I enjoy their dogs when I go, and I'm grateful that they have their dogs in their lives. But I know it's not the right choice for me. And that is a lovely, enticing cheat code that I have to say no to. I hope that helps you if you're facing a hurt or a problem in your life and thinking things through. Don't be so quick maybe to jump to a solution that's worked for you in the past. Maybe God has a different path for you. I hope that helps. Have a fabulous day. All God's best.